I'm with Nico Parker of the new live action How to Train Your Dragon. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Oh, so good. I had such a blast watching this, and I'm a huge OG fan, so you did justice to the character, and I loved seeing this. My first question is now that you've seen like the box office success is happening, and is there a little bit of like a relief to know that just all of the fans have also seen this and are like, this is great, we can't wait for more?
Yeah, there was definitely, there is a kind of like quite feverish fan base, and so we really wanted, all of us were very much wanted to get across through the movie and through press and everything, the fact that this movie was like made by fans and for fans, and it truly is a love letter to the animated movies. And so I think there was an element of like, I really hope that that translates and that people can feel that when watching it. And so the fact that it was, received in this way and that people have been enjoying it and going to see it and seeing it, more than once. I personally think it's best on the third watch, but that's just me. But the fact that it's getting the reception that it's getting has been really, really special.
It's a special film, and the story is what really shines through all of these. We have the original creator coming back to do this live action. I'm curious when you're looking at a character that's already been established, let alone working with that original creator, what is the collaborative part of it? Is there a lot of you have more freedom to do something different? Is he more open to wanting to try new things?
100%. I think the thing that was really wonderful about Dean is because he made the animated movies. He's had 15 years to think about what he would want to change from that initial film. And so going into it, he was totally open to change and collaboration and discussion around characters and looks and costumes and every aspect of everything. And it was really, really refreshing, I think, because there is also a version of it where he's been with these characters for such a long time and he knows the story so well that he would kind of just want to stick to what it was. But he was truly so open to everything and to all of us, and I honestly can't have asked for a better and more wonderful and kind director. He was really, really special.
Last question, kind of tying it into that. What was something that you learned during the production of this that you feel that you're going to be taking on in your career later on, and maybe even in the sequels of what you're wanting to bring with the character?
I think something that I definitely noticed and felt while filming is the kind of how important it is to work amongst and surrounded by people that are uplifting and kind and fine and amazing. And it was such a brilliant cast and crew, and to get to work alongside people as talented and also as wonderful as them is something that I really don't take for granted. And I think that sometimes it feels like if you're not feeling awful at the end of the day, then you didn't work enough. But actually, there was something really wonderful about being with people that just made you feel amazing. So I'm very, very excited that I get to do it all again.
And there's a bit of like exhaustion that's like happy exhaustion, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's totally natural to feel. And also sometimes it is like when you feel awful at the end of the day, that can be a sign of like you've done hard work and you've done what you need to do, but it doesn't always need to feel as kind of tiring and tiresome as you think it does. I feel like I was kind of under the assumption that if I didn't feel awful at the end of the day, then I didn't work hard enough, and I don't think that that's necessarily true.
I cannot wait to see what you guys are bringing to the sequel. That's my favorite one, so
I
fingers
know,
crossed,
me
and I will be
too.
there for opening week. Oh,
Thanks so
awesome.
much. Can I ask you a
Uh-huh.
question?
Yes,
Are
absolutely.
you in Salt Lake City?
Yes,
Do you
Salt
know
Lake.
any of the housewives?
Yes, I do actually. I've met so not just the Housewives, but the
Uh-huh.
Secret Lives. I met both Whitneys,
You met both Whitneys.
and I interviewed Monica. I know she's not really a housewife anymore, but she's still part of it.
I
And
know
I'm
she's
friends with
still
Brittany on Facebook.
instrumental. Oh my god, everyone's friends with
Yeah.
Brittany. Wow. Brittany's got all the friends. Oh my god. I'm a
Oh
really big
man.
fan of the Housewives, and so I just had to ask anyone that's in any remote vicinity.
Awesome. Well, hey, part two, we're going over Housewives. That's what I
So
want.
that's where the press tour will be done. Will be Salt Lake City.
Yes. Thank you so much, Nico. You're the best.
Thanks so much. It's nice to speak to you.